Introduction. Tell me, who is guilty, innocent, children involved? In rape, you hear those words, and you judge, instinctively, instantly, because the system wants your mind made up before the truth arrives. But now ask yourself, what if they weren't guilty? April 19, 1989. Central Park, New York City, a white female jogger, beaten, raped, and left for dead. The city explodes, the media feasts, and the police, they don't ask who did it. They ask, who can we make fit the crime? 5 teenagers. For Black, 1 Latino, barely older than children, suddenly transformed into monsters, a wolf pack. No DNA, no witness, no weapon, just panic, race, and the pressure to solve a crime. This isn't just a case. This is how a country protects its fear, by sacrificing its children. They were just in the park. They weren't saints. They weren't devils. They were just there, a spring night. Left her. Teenagers in the park. Some noise, some shoving, some stupidity, but nothing that deserved what came next. The attack on Trisha Maley, the jogger, happened on the other side of the park. None of the boys were near her, but they were in the park, and that was enough. The police needed suspects. Fast. They picked up a few teens, then a few more. Soon it became 5. Raymond, Kevin, Yusef, Entrin, Corey. Corey Wise wasn't even on the list. He followed his friend to the precinct out of loyalty. By morning, he was handcuffed and charged. He was guilty of being present, and in 1989, being present while Black was all the court needed. I just wanted to go home. 14, 15, alone in a room. No lawyer, no parent, just officers with notepads and patience. You want to go home, then say what happened. So they spoke. They said names they'd heard, guessed at timelines, repeated what police fed them, until they collapsed. Some confessions took over 6 hours, others, nearly 15. Not one of them matched the others. The boys couldn't even agree on where the crime occurred. But the police weren't after consistency. They were after closure. And when the camera rolled, and a child said I was there, no one cared about contradictions. Corey never confessed, yet he got the harshest sentence. This wasn't about the truth. It was about compliance. A trial where skin color mattered more than facts. 1990. The trial, the evidence, none. No DNA, no fingerprints, no connection between the boys and the crime scene. Just shaky, conflicting, coerced statements from scared children. But that didn't stop the city from demanding blood. Donald Trump ran full-page ads calling for the death penalty. The media printed their faces, and the headlines read, Wolf Pack. The jury saw boys, but their skin said threat. Their youth said guilty. Facts didn't matter. Fear did. One by one, the boys were convicted. Justice didn't win. Racism did. Where children grow up behind bars, they went in as kids. They came out as strangers, juvenile facilities, adult prisons. Corey was the only one tried as an adult. He spent over a decade in some of the harshest prisons in America. Beaten, isolated, forgotten. The others served 5 to 7 years. But the damage was already done. They lost birthdays, education, first loves, innocence. Some found faith, others found silence. All of them lost something they could never get back. Time. A man named Moshe Reyes confesses. He was in prison with Corey Wise. I did it, he said, and the DNA confirmed it. Reyes was the sole attacker. His semen, a 100 match to the evidence. The Central Park 5. Never there. They were innocent, all along. The city had its man, but it never searched for him. Because it had already caged 5 children, they were released. But there were no apologies, no justice, only silence. Exonerated, but not healed. In 2014, the city paid the 41 million in compensation. But money can't return a childhood. It can erase trauma, or heal silence. Today, they're activists, fathers, leaders. They're no longer called the Central Park 5. They are Yusef Salam, Kevin Richardson, Entrin McCrae, Raymond Santana, Corey Wise. They are the exonerated 5. They lost everything, but they gave us something, a reason to speak up, a reason to question, a reason to never forget.